It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Throwing his Allen on third. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Buffalo defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen looks to throw on second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen gonna throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Third and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Samuel gets him a first, and he's somebody who's valued for more than just his receiving work. Sure, he had over 600 yards, but he also had almost 200 rushing yards, and the team loves using him as an additional ball carrier.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Again, it's Cook. And this time, he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off the play fake. Daniels. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action. Allen. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
To throw, it's Allen, and he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Allen to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Ready? Looking to throw. Daniels.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in that game for Tony Pollard. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go.
Handoff now to Robinson.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
McManus now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing up first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
And returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown per touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. Is that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Allen now on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Allen gonna throw.
Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Daniels. It's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Now Washington
Down by 9. 1:51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On 1st down, Daniels. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
2nd and 10.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.